Hello everyone. Welcome back to a thing that I never thought would happen again, which is the same thing I say every single time it inevitably does. In any case, the stars have aligned and Drunkime has returned, and for this installment of my questionable decisions, I decided to watch the first episode of the 2005 anime Eyeshield 21, the story of a boy who football real good. If you're not familiar with the good episodes of Drunkime, which is to say about episode 9 onward, here's how this business works. The first part of the video is basically a run of out-of-context drunken nuggets that I found funny in editing. So here's that. Motherfucking I had my Final Fantasy draft today, and part of the rules of said fantasy draft is to get outrageously fucking drunk. The sport itself is already so ridiculous. Like, some of the plots in actual sports are so far-fetched and unbelievable that you'd be like, it has to be scripted. And I shall tell you how it goes. Let's do this. So number 21, the Lightspeed running back. Is that, he's Eyeshield 21. Is that LaDainian Tomlinson? He wore number 21. Nice kick. As if anybody gives a shit about the kickoff because it's going straight in the end zone. That's a touchback for sure. He's got fucking... His juke and elusiveness is a Madden rating of 99. Yeah, touchdown. I'm just Dreamer. Hanging out. Goofing around. Fuck, me too, right? Like, Mike was a freshman who was untouchable because he was just so athletic. So this is bullshit, is what I'm saying. His high school classmates look like adults, and they don't like him very much because he's a little boy. Get us some bread, bitch. They want bread sandwiches. Let me run to the gas station really quick here so I can get y'all some bread sandwiches. I'm looking at a very large boy with a very big smile, and he is upset. Yikes, he's really depressed. I don't know why. He's eating... Oh my god, there's like 50 sugar cubes there. I thought he was already accepted to the football team. He doesn't even know how many players are on a team? I just want you all to know I broke my diet for this. You know? No kids from my experience in high school ever were like, you better tell me where your best friend lives so I could go to his house and murder him in his sleep. It just wasn't common. I'm gonna do this episode with my championship football. 2005 fucking participation, 2006 champion. Back when I could have been someone. Unlike this fucking fool who is being currently nobody. Oh, he runs like a little goblin. That's adorable. Touchdown. He's just teabagging a friend of his. That's not a touchdown. I'll join your football team. Just please don't shoot me with guns. So I guess that was Eyeshield 21. And now it's time for part 2, a recap or a review. I'm not really sure. I just kept talking after the episode ended, so here's that. And now that I am reacting to the episode as a whole, I'm not really impressed. Granted, I've never really known Eyeshield 21 to be a series where everybody's like, dude, you're a huge football fan, you gotta see Eyeshield 21. Like, I'm not a huge soccer fan, but even as, like, somebody who's kind of, like, passingly interested in the sport, I've had other anime fans be like, hey, you know, Inazuma 11 is actually something you should check out. Never really been the case with Eyeshield 21 or very many other sports anime because most of the people who I know who like anime and would be willing to recommend anything to me know that I don't really care for sports anime, so they probably wouldn't have recommended Eyeshield 21 in the first place, but having now actually seen an episode of Eyeshield 21, I mean, there wasn't a whole lot of football played in episode 1, and it doesn't even really seem like the main character is interested in playing American football, and I'm just like, this is the thing that bugs me about a lot of shonen anime, especially when it comes to sports shonen anime, when the main character isn't even interested in the sport. Like, I cannot even tell you how little interest I have in a series where the main character isn't even interested in playing the sport that they are going to be contributing to for the predominant amount of the series that is going to take place. Like, if you're going to make an American football anime, if the main character isn't even interested in playing American football, like, what the fuck is even the point? Right? Sports are great, alright? I love sports. I love football. I love basketball. I love hockey. I love baseball. Because those sports can honestly bring disparate people together over a common goal of completely unrelated people aiming for a championship cup that they can drink beer out of. Even something so ridiculous as that. Sports brings people together to celebrate that moment, and I appreciate it for that. Eyeshield 21 as an anime. Shit. You know? I mean, I didn't even really get a feel of anything. Granted, it's the first episode, but you know what? If this were to air today, for the first time, if, like, Eyeshield 21 was coming out, and I had never heard of it before, and I had watched the first episode sight unseen, not knowing anything about what it was about, it was just like a brand new anime airing in this season of anime, I would be like, nah, this isn't that great, because the first episode doesn't really establish a whole lot. I mean, you've got your main characters. One is like a tiny, quick guy who's elusive, and then you got a big fat guy. And as somebody who's familiar with football, you need more than a running back and a D lineman to really make any sort of waves in the game of American football. It's a quarterback-driven league. Like, there's no Patrick Mahomes in this series. There's no Brady. There's no Justin Herbert. There's no Mac Jones. There's just 21, LaDainian Tomlinson, who is a great player, but how many Super Bowls did he win? None. That all. You know, having never seen Eyeshield 21 before, watching this, would I want to see, even in this stupor that I'm in, would I ever want to see episode 2? And the answer to that is very simple, but very resounding. No. I'm not interested in watching another episode of Eyeshield 21, because I tend not to like sports anime, because I feel like it is not an accurate representation of the sport that it is trying to portray, and I feel like the sport itself is good enough and has enough storylines within itself that you don't need a fictionalized version, and after watching this, I can say that holds true. Congratulations to me. The 2006 Mansfield, Massachusetts champion of flag football. I do not have the jersey anymore that I wore when I was the champion because I got too fat for it and it wouldn't fit. But you know what? Congratulations to me, because I will always have this. I got the final carry as number 24 of the Mansfield, quote-unquote, Tampa Bay Buccaneers that won the championship in 2006. I got the final carry of that game. 1 rush, 2 yards before I was tackled. We won 16-14. I don't remember how exactly that happened, but I am a champion of something and a participant of something else. When I was part of the 2005 Mansfield, Massachusetts Youth Flag Football Oakland Raiders. You know what? Even though I was 14 years old when I won this, it means something to me. This is bigger, but it doesn't mean as much. This says champion on it. And it's mine. And I gotta piss like a racehorse. So, thank you ladies and gentlemen, for this once in a reunion lifetime Drunkime. Mwah! I love you. And that does it for this episode of Drunkime. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing, support me on different social medias, follow the Patreon. I will be releasing a video soon that will kind of go over some pretty major updates that are coming, and for all of that, so stay tuned, and as always, it's been a pleasure. If you want to see more Drunkime, I beg of thee to reconsider. In any case, I have been Chris, and thank you so much for watching this very poor choice.